Okay. All right. Anyway, this... Or should we hey? Yeah, let's hey in.
It's weird to hey in when we don't clap.
Yeah, it does
just
feel
feels
weird because
there's no intro music and it's just a thing.
It does sound weird because right now Jeff and I are in the same room. We are recording an episode of Asinine Radio. Normally we do the vinyl and beer thing on this episode, but we decided to just do a quick Fearless beer review and then get into a concert we went to last night. So it's going to be kind of a shorter show, but that's okay.
Shouty.
That's totally fine. We wanted to give you guys all something at least. So yeah, my name is Tyler, and a few feet away from me right now is Jeff. And all the social media is at Asinine Radio. All the social media, that is. Go follow us on all of that crap. And Spotify, Apple Podcasts, go give us 5 stars and 5 stars only. And that's it. That's all I guess. That's all I got for the boring intro. So let's jump right into it. Let's get into our Fearless beer review. So what do you got today, Jeff? Go. Or what do we have today?
Oh, hold on there, dude. People at my store give me beer now, like consistently. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But they gave me some guy was just like, "Oh, you want a beer?" Because he left his wallet at our store again, and we just hold it for him now. It's like a common occurrence. People leave their wallet, whatever.
That's
not that like he was like, "Oh, do you want beers?" No, you don't have to buy me a beer. Like, if anybody left anything here, I would just hold it for you.
How do people leave their wallets at your store?
Just like straight on top of the counter, like we talk, right? Like they'll buy something and I'll either make fun of it or I'll say, "Oh, this is really good," or "Why do you like this?" Whatever it is. So they'll just leave it. But it's just like you don't have to buy me shit. Like that's beyond common courtesy to hold somebody's wallet, right? That's whatever.
I don't understand how somebody could leave their wallet anywhere. I know you used to do that all the time.
All the time.
I remember one time you threw your wallet away at like a Taco Bell.
Del Taco.
Threw it in the trash.
Yeah, it was on top of the tray. It was on top of the fucking tray where you put the food on the plastic trays.
Yeah, no, I know
threw
what
it
you're
away.
talking about.
Gone. No, it was Taco Bell. It was talking about Wyndham Park. That's where it was. Yeah, you're right.
And then I think you left it at an Angels game once, the baseball game.
Oh, that was cool though, because I got to go back after hours, and they took me around
it was all empty and shit?
On the little golf cart thing. Yeah, didn't find it. Actually, at the Angel game, I left it at a beer stand. Like I had got a beer and left my wallet there, and somebody found it behind me, and then like mailed it to me. With no return address and a handwritten note saying like, "Yeah, I checked it. There's money in there. It didn't take anything. I'm just, I saw you wearing an Angels hat. Glad you're a fan. Have a good life."
Wow.
That's wild.
That's cool, man.
That is cool.
Really cool.
See?
Really, really cool.
See? Baseball's the best.
Baseball's something. That's for sure.
Baseball's the best. But anyway, yeah, they give me this local brewery, Santan Brewery. They have a hazy. It's called Juicy Jack IPA. I particularly don't like anything Santan does. I don't think anything beer-wise they do is like... I think nothing they do is great. I think their beers are at best okay. I've had this multiple times, but I know you're a haze boy. So when the guy asked me if I wanted stuff, I was like, "Yeah, give me a hazy." And I was a little. I was happy that he brought something back because it's still beer.
Yeah, I mean, I've had Santan a few times out here, and I think their beer is pretty mediocre.
But I'll tell you, man, dude, their food is so fucking good.
Why have we never been there? Or why have I never been there?
Because I hate their beer. Like it's just.
But you should get you can get some food and get just 2 beers. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, the beers I've had
from there. I want 0 beers.
They're not bad. That's for sure.
It's not bad. It's just for sure not good.
But you come home and drink 20 Michelob Ultras
because they're cheap.
When I'm out here.
Because they're cheap.
Oh my god.
I'm not made of money, Dave.
The fuck is Dave? What is this reference?
That was last night at the show when Dave was like, "Oh, you should buy better stuff." Like, bro, I'm not made of fucking money. I can't just drink Goose Island every fucking day, $17 beers.
Goose Islands aren't even. That's not even a good example. That's not even a good beer.
That's okay. Now you're just
an expensive
stupid.
beer. Goose Island. Stupid. Come on, guy. All right. So yeah, this is 6.5%. This hazy IPA, the juicy hazy IPA. It looks like a normal IPA. It's not murky at all. So I'm a little disappointed in that, but that's fine, I suppose. So let's start drinking.
Yeah.
Good.
No, let's
here we go.
I guess we can actually tink here.
Doubt the mic's even picked any of that up. That's fine.
That's true. The mic never picked that up because it's not even close to each other.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's talk about this beer. Let's rate this beer based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect beer, 2 is a good beer. You're going to continue to drink. 1 is a bad beer, but give it a shot. And 0 is a drain pour. So what do you give this juicy hazy? Go.
There's a lot of bars out here that will like exclusively do like a section of just local shit, and this is kind of like always in rotation at a lot of places. It's fine. It's fine. It's kind of like their version of a hazy, but also mixed in with like almost like a Blue Moony type thing. There's a lot of like citrusy and orange flavors here. It's fine. It's like a 1.5. It's not bad. It's not good. I don't buy this ever. I would never buy this. But if somebody gave it to me, if somebody gave it to me, I would never pour it down the drain. It's good.
Okay.
I think it's a good 1.5.
Good 1.5. Okay. This is better than I was expecting. It's a lot juicier. I mean, the name is juicy hazy IPA, but usually when they say that, it's not very juicy. But this is there's a lot of orange here. I taste a ton of orange, which is good. An orange is a great fruit, right? You would agree, right?
There's
one of the best fruits.
I see what you're getting at. And what you like to do is you like to like diminish the quality of limes. There's like I think all fruits.
Lime is not very good.
There's very little fruit that I think is like disgusting and terrible. Like kiwis are good, but they're like texture wise are kind of gross and weird.
Yeah, because they're hairy and
they look like little nards, and it's weird. It's a weird fruit.
Little nards.
But they do like kiwis do taste really good.
They do. Yeah, no, kiwis are good. Now pears on the other hand. That's a boring fruit.
Pears is just boring. It's not bad.
Straight
it's
boring,
just cardboard, man. Right? It's just like wet cardboard.
It's like it's like the deformed or the fucked up version of an apple. That's what it is. It's not as sweet as an apple. It's softer than an apple.
It's just boring. It's boring.
Yeah, it's not good.
I've never had a durian, so I don't know like how disgusting those are supposed,
and I have
to be really
no
gross.
desire to ever eat one of those.
But fruits are good. Fruits are good. Oranges are good. I get it. Go ahead.
I know friend of the pod, Natasha. She got a durian and they almost cut it open in the house, and she freaked out when that happened. So she made everybody go outside and eat the durian, and apparently, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Like she's had durians before.
Yeah, well, she's Filipino or half Filipino, so that's like it's a very Asian thing. So yeah, she's had it.
Okay,
and she knows. Well, it's like when you go to parts of Asia, like it says like do not bring durian fruit on the train or whatever.
Damn, it's that gross, huh?
Yeah, it's fucking. Apparently, it's
what does
just
it even
terrible.
look like?
It's a cool looking fruit. Looks cool.
Looks like an animal.
Well, it doesn't look like an apple or an orange, but
it looks like an armadillo or something, or like a what do you call it, the porcupine?
Yeah. But in the end, an orange is the best fruit, hands down.
I would say
bananas are good too.
Bananas and oranges are for sure the top two.
Yeah,
I think a good orange beats out a good banana any day of the week.
Yeah, but a good banana is so good.
Yeah, but like bananas are never like bad, right? Bananas are always like pretty good. Sometimes you get an orange like, that wasn't very orangey.
See, I'm the opposite. Like it's easier to fuck up a banana than it is to fuck up an orange, because if a banana gets too ripe, it's too soft and gross. But an orange is usually always good.
Yeah, but like it's never flavorful. Sometimes you get an orange, it just tastes like water.
Kind of dud. Yeah, okay.
But a banana's always gonna taste like a banana.
That pop, like when you take the rind off and you just get the pockets.
Do you slice them? Do you peel them?
No, I peel. I take the rind off, man. That's the best way to eat an orange. It's the only way to eat an orange.
Some of my best memories are like walking to college when it was at Cal State Fullerton, and my breakfast consisted of like I had like a little coffee mug and it had like oatmeal and stuff in it. I just mix it, and then I would have an orange, like a big fat orange. And as I was walking, because I never paid for parking, I just parked way the fuck
in the neighborhood,
out the outskirts, and it was free. But it would take me like 10 minutes to walk to class, like a solid 10 minutes. But that time I would eat an orange, and it was really good.
Yeah, oranges, man.
Like solid a brisk, fruit.
It smells good, and your hands smell good. Like you always just smell that orange.
I think you wipe them on your clothes, and it's okay because
it's a natural deodorant.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Oranges are good. You're right. Oranges are good.
Anyway, back to this one. This hazy from Santan Brewing.
Anyways,
I'll give it a 1.75. 1.75. It's not bad by any means. I think if I were to go to that brewery, I'd probably get this. It's a solid. It's a decent hazy IPA. So 1.7 out of 3 for me, 1.5 out of 3 for you. I don't know. Do we have anything else on the? Oh, also these are 24-ounce cans. This is a double beer right here.
This is a double beer right here.
We're already pretty toasty. I think right now you and I are what, 5 beers deep?
Couple beers deep, sure.
So, it's going to be a toasty night. Getting into this, getting into Postal Service. We're going to get very earnest. And
are we in the Postal Service?
Yeah, we're doing post service. This is coming out. Yeah.
I never know like when we are allowed to say what we're doing because
I
always pretend like we're a week behind, but we're not. I don't understand.
Right now, we are not a week behind.
Gotcha. So we caught up somehow, and I don't understand how that worked out.
I mean, I don't know why this whole concept is so hard for you to grasp.
It doesn't make any sense to me, but I guess we're here. Here we are. Here we are.
All right. Anyway, so let me go grab the little table so I can put my beer on it.
Oh my god, dude. So here we are. Here I am once again. I'm torn into pieces. Can't deny it. Can't pretend. Dude, it just makes a mess. All you do is make a mess. You've been making a lot of messes today.
I've not made any messes. Oh, I made one mess.
Bro, today's been a messy day for you, for sure. Today may have been your messiest day.
Today certainly was my messiest day.
Yeah, you're a mess today.
Spilled all that water at your record store. Woo.
Deliberately.
No, that was not deliberate.
Yeah, you did. You picked it up and you poured it out.
I didn't know there was water.
That was deliberate.
So Jeff has a record
picked it
cleaner
up and fucking poured it out
at his record store. I didn't think that they kept water in it all the time, so I picked it up, and sure as shit, it was full of water, and it dumped all over the counter.
All over the records.
Luckily the records were in plastic casing, so nothing got damaged. But I was so fucking embarrassed because if it was just you and Sloan, it would have been fine. But because, David was there, your partner, I was so embarrassed. Because I barely know the guy.
I don't think he probably even noticed.
Come on, how can he not notice? It was pretty bad.
So funny.
Pretty fucking bad.
That's good.
But yeah. So yeah, that's the Fearless Beer review. I didn't even look up. Did Raul leave a review?
Oh yeah.
I guess.
I doubt it. And
why are your arms so outstretched?
Because the thing's like right next to me. Dun, dun. No.
Raul did not leave a review.
No.
That's fine. That is fine.
Dude, this beer gets like high ratings, and this brewery gets high ratings. And honestly, this is just hearsay, but I've heard they treat their employees really shitty. Like I've heard from other bartenders that are just like I've obviously I don't know any bartenders that like stay there because I don't go there.
Yeah.
But I do know bartenders that have left there and have said stories in like the bartending world where I'm just like, dude, why the fuck would you work there? It sounds terrible. So from all accounts, this place is awful. It's gross. The beers are ugh.
Didn't you say that this was an award-winning beer or
that was Spellbinder?
Oh, Spellbinder, that's right.
That was from the Wren Houses.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, Wren House wins
hazy.
a lot of awards.
I will say like the Spellbinder, Wren House and Spellbinder, that's just a good hazy.
But they have a good Pilsner and they have a good
Big Spill Pils
and the Helles they have. Their Helles is really good too.
Oh yeah.
Very good Helles.
Oh yeah.
But otherwise, I think their Wren House, their IPAs they're okay. They're good, but they're not. I don't think they're award winning. I mean, I'd rather go to BJ's and get a fucking IPA there.
I just hate going there because the service is just so shitty.
Yeah, they're kind of dicks over there, huh?
It's like I hate going into a spot where nobody fucking like says hi, nobody acknowledges you walking in, and it's almost like an inconvenience that I'm ordering anything from you.
Yeah, it's like the employees there, it looks like they've never left the year 2012, so they all have like the hipster hairstyles, the hipster clothes, and they have that shitty fucking, beer attitude or, craft beer attitude. It's kind of obnoxious. It's kind of obnoxious.
This is a business. There's no sense of urgency there whatsoever. Everything's just we'll get to it when we fucking get to it.
It's a cool spot though. I do like the inside. I like the patio too. It's a cool little patio area.
It's all right.
But it's far too. It's like fucking almost 30 minutes from here.
Yeah, it's in like Phoenix.
Yeah, it's fucking far as fuck.
Phoenix is stupid.
So dumb. But anyway, we got anything else on beer?
No, that's it.
All right. So normally we could talk about your store, Desert Grooves Records, a little bit, and then we'll get into the show that we went to last night.
Yeah.
All right. So Desert Grooves Records, go check it out. Chandler, Arizona. It's a great record store. I've been there the last 3 days now or 2 days? 3 days.
3 days. 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
3 days. No, yeah.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Because you went in Thursday.
2 days. And dude, Desert Grooves Records, their selection, top notch. I'm not just saying this because Jeff is a friend, but damn, dude, your guys' selection is fucking killer.
It's pretty wild.
It's insane how much good shit you have in
it's
all genres.
It's irritating. It's irritating like how much cool shit we have and it just sits there and like nobody buys it. Mm-hmm. And I cannot tell you how many times people will come up and buy, 25 $5 records. Shit that's like, dude, why are you buying like every Bob Seger record? Like who gives a fucking shit?
Nobody needs that.
Why are you buying Three Sticks records? Why are you buying another like Mellencamp record? And they'll look on the wall and like, oh, how much is that Sabbath. Like, oh, that's an original, like super clean, fucking in the shrink.
Yeah.
And it should go for like $150, but we have it at $100. And they'll say, that's too expensive. Like, dude, just put all your fucking shitty records back and buy the good one.
Yeah, dude, I swear to you, the people out here in Arizona, when it comes to records, dude, you guys are spoiled as
fucking spoiled.
Because I swear to God, dude, the shit that I see at your store, not only does it sell in California like really well, but it sells for a lot more. Like, for example, all that Led Zeppelin shit that you have so much fucking Zeppelin in there. Like good, clean stuff in there. That's stuff that would fly off the shelves in California.
I've never seen a house wholly that clean.
I bought some like early pressings yesterday of the first 5 records or 4 or 5 records. And I paid a good chunk of change for them, but dude, they would have been like $20, $30 more had it been in California. Easily.
That House of the Holy should have gone for like $65.
Yeah. I paid $45 for that. And it's a 69 pressing, which I'm sure I'll get to, at a later episode. But
and it's been there. It's been there for months.
That makes no sense
to me. It's been there. Nobody wants it.
That jacket, I've never, for a record that came out in 1960.
People are ridiculous.
No, it's not 1969, because House of the Holy came out in 74, I think.
The first record came out in 69.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but House of the Holy was because I bought Led Zeppelin 1 as well.
77.
Yeah, but even still, I mean, that record's old as fuck, and it's clean. It is so goddamn clean. The jacket, everything, it's crazy. And then all the Rush shit you have, the Neil Young, dude, that stuff that flies off the shelves.
Nobody touches Neil Young. We have to like force people to buy Neil Young. Like if they pull Neil Young out, I usually say like don't put that back in there. Like either I'm going to give that to you or I'm going to discount it heavily. Don't put it back in there.
Yeah,
just don't have any room for it. They don't buy it out here. They don't want it.
You guys have like all of his 70s stuff. You have a shit ton of Buffalo Springfield.
We pay our rent in $5 records. Like I'm kid you not. We pay our rent in $5 records.
It's insane. It's nuts.
We do more $5 records than anything else.
And then you got that massive hip hop collection.
That's wild.
That's crazy, man. Your hip hop collection. I picked up one record from that collection yesterday, and luckily I did because 4 people came in. Right? Can I talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 people came in asking about that record, but I snatched up immediately.
I mean, that's just like it
was Kanye.
808s. Like that's just a record that I know sells every fucking time. I'm getting rid of my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy in my collection, so that'll go to the store at some point in the near future, and I know that'll sell within a day. Kanye sells super quick. If it's the college dropout or late registration, those sell pretty damn fast. But like 808s and Twisted Fantasy, dude, that's something like within the same day.
Yeah.
Same day.
That's insane, man.
Especially 808s and my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Those two sell within 24 hours.
That's
every
nuts,
time.
Man. That's nuts.
And they're not even like out of print or anything. Like you can still kind of like get them every so often when they go back in stock on Amazon or through distributors or whatever it is. And they kind of hover around like the 35 to if they're out of print, then I've seen stores charge up to like 60 for them. But it's just like, dude, it's not that rare. Like it's still a rare record, but like a $40 price point is fair. Whereas like maybe we could probably squeeze 60 out of it, but like why? I know we'll see this shit again. I know we'll get it again. No reason for it.
California price, man. 808s, they're gonna be charging $55, $60 for that.
It's silly.
It's dumb.
It's silly. It's too much.
But yeah, go check out Desert Grooves Records in Chandler, Arizona. If you're in the Phoenix area, make the trip out there. It's a rad record store. They have a lot of good shit. Jeff's kind of a dick, but that's fine. Obviously, if you're listening to this, you know that already. But
kind of, that's true.
But no, his partner David, the guy who he owns the store with, super cool guy. There you go. I don't know. But yeah, I'll talk about all the other crap I got from the store yesterday. I got a lot of stuff. I traded in a lot of crap as well.
You did trade in a
lot of stuff, like something like 80 records. I think in the end,
it was a lot.
I traded into the store. So your hip hop collection, not by me really, but your hip hop collection doubled in volume and quantity. So that's kind of cool too. So
just like in a day.
Well, yeah, because that hip hop collection, that's
crazy.
There's some crazy shit in there. So is that Death Grips one?
Yeah,
a disgusting one.
Yeah,
with the giant wiener on it.
The people who guys are dumbasses. That's just stupid. What are you gonna do?
What's that? Wait, what was that one record again that David was selling? Not the hip hop one, the one that was up on the wall that I guess a lot of people sample and use sounds from. That not Shaka Khan, but
It was something like that.
It was something similar to that.
Yeah,
I'm really curious about that record.
They used one of the songs in GTA 5.
Yeah.
I never heard of it. That's a little more obscure, and he likes that kind of shit.
He does. His knowledge, though, David's knowledge of obscure and just kind of random records.
Shakachas.
Shakachas?
Afro-Latin soul and funk from Belgium.
It's so weird. such an interesting, area for that. Belgium of all places. But anyway, go check it out. So let's jump right into the show we went to last night. It was myself, Jeff, a couple of his neighbors, friends, Dave and Phil, and we trekked out to what was it, Tempe? Is that where the venue was?
The Tempes.
The Tempes out in it's called the Marquee Theater. It was size wise, it was a cool venue. It was about the size of like the observatory in Orange County. Maybe 1,200 people
at most.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of like standing room as it gets back.
It's all standing room.
There's a little balcony up top with some seats, but it's just like one row of seats upstairs.
Yeah.
But the sound quality is just garbage. It just sounds like shit. It doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
And we missed the adolescents because we were just drinking and dicking around.
We were dicking around.
But we saw Circle Jerks, and then we saw Descendents, and
Circle Jerks played like 40 minutes, I think. They played a 40-minute set.
Yeah, they played a long time.
Descendents played, I think, an hour.
Yeah.
But, I mean, okay, so Circle Jerks, these guys are old as fuck. Keith Morris, Black Flag, all that, it's Keith Morris. He's iconic in the punk scene for whatever reason he is. I do like the Circle Jerks. I do like the first record. The one EP he did with Black Flag was cool, but, I mean, he's overrated, man. He is Keith Morris is overrated, but it was too long of a set, man. And it sounded like shit. The only thing that was good about their performance last night was the drumming, and that was because it's Joey Castillo on drums from Queens of the Stone Age, The Bronx. An incredible fucking drummer.
That's just wild.
Incredible drummer.
What were you thinking having like him as your drummer? He's going to take all of the fucking clout. Like no one's going to watch you guys. Everyone's just going to watch Joey.
Because I mean, I get it. They're a punk band and they're not supposed to be good, and they really weren't, dude. They were off time at moments. They were trying to play catch up to Joey. It was kind of a mess of a performance. But whatever, it had its charm. But these guys are old as fuck. I mean, Keith Morris is 68 years old.
Yeah, that's pretty old.
And when he talks between songs, you could just tell he's old.
Yeah,
he sounds like an old man.
He does. He sounds like a frail old man, and he gets tired, and he kind of like stops talking, and goes like,
yeah,
and takes like a deep breath, and then continues talking because he just can't. His lung capacity isn't that big anymore.
He's an old dude, man.
But I've also just kind of realized too that I just don't think they're good. I don't. I think they're iconic. I think that they're just a foundational punk band, but they're not. Their music's just not good.
No,
it's just not good.
It pales in comparison to bands like Black Flag.
Yeah, it's silly boy talk. That's absolute silly.
When it comes to all the hardcore bands from that era, yeah, they.
And I'm for sure purging that record because it's not good.
It's a good 15-minute record. And once again, like if I were to ever see the Circle Jerks again, 20 maybe 25-minute set, and I'm good. That's all I need. Because the energy is there. Yeah, they're sloppy as fuck, but the energy is there.
Energy's there because like the crowd gets so into it. None of them moved. Right, the bass player, who I guess I was just looking, but I guess he's also like an actor. He was in Repo Man and
what?
Fucking he gets like an actor too. And then the other dude who also plays in Bad Religion, the guitarist. But it's just like nobody moved. And I get it, they're old, right? They're not going to be jumping around on stage, moving around. But then it's just like, dude, you get like Joey Castillo. And he's like, objectively, like visually, he's an exciting drummer.
Yeah.
He's exciting to watch. If you were deaf, it would still be fun to watch him play the drums. Because he's all over the place and his hair is going all over the place and he's hitting cymbals like on the way up and on the way down and everything he's doing is just so wild and electric.
He hits those fucking drums so hard.
But then Keith Moore just stands there and I get it. He's old. You can't be jumping around. But like, why the fuck am I here? Why did I just pay $55 fucking dollars?
Well, we paid $55 to go see the Descendents. Really, that's
true.
what it comes down to.
And that's why it was okay because I mean like when the Descendants came on, it was just like okay, now I'm not mad anymore. Everything. Life is good now. Life is good.
I wasn't mad about Circle Jerks. I was not mad. It was enjoyable.
Disappointed.
I was a little disappointed because it was a lot of the same. And I get it. They're an old hardcore punk band.
I'm just tired of giving I'm just tired of pretending like these old punk bands are good just because they are the old punk bands. Just because, again, right? Just because you did something the first time, you're the first one to do it doesn't make you the best one to do it. It's like, dude, the Circle Jerks are just not good.
Yeah,
the Circle Jerks are just not good. They're not.
But what I found myself doing while I was listening, I was kind of trying to think what it was like seeing this band in like 1981, 1982. Like when they were playing like a fucking bar or they were playing like some club that fit 100 people, like it must have been absolutely fucking insane because the music is there. And imagine seeing that kind of music. Imagine seeing that kind of music in that small of a venue. It must have been fucking insane. It must have been nuts.
Yeah.
But this venue, I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was like a 1,200 seat venue.
Yeah.
Or person venue, I should say.
It's a good sized venue. I think it's a great location for this venue. There's a little bridge. We kind of went around the bridge to the freeway.
Yeah.
But if you cross the bridge, you kind of get into like the downtown Tempe area. So if you're willing just to walk like a mile-ish, you can get into like basically like downtown Fullerton. There's just a fuck ton of bars, and it's a cool spot. It's just, dude, the sound quality is shit. It's absolute garbage.
It was a little disappointing.
And like Circle Jerks, like that was their sound. But even when the Descendents came on, like they had nice stuff.
Yeah, and I mean they did sound significantly better. They sounded
still sound
way
like
better.
Shit.
Yeah, but it still sounded way better.
That's because Circle Jerks are so terrible.
Also, I forgot the guitarist's name in Circle Jerks, but dude, he has that old ass SG, that old ass Gibson SG, probably like 1950s. He has this like crazy fucking distortion pedal. He never switches it up. Like there's no effect, just straight distortion. And no nuance to his playing. He was fucking up at parts and whatever, dude. I don't know.
He was so sloppy.
He was really fucking
his
sloppy.
Little fucking like solo lead parts, like what he was doing, it was just noise. At some point, like you tell, like he cannot articulate his fingers well enough. So at some points, he would just start hitting like chords, just making noise. Greg Hetson.
Greg Hetson. There you go.
Because he played for Bad Religion for like fucking 8 albums, 10 albums.
Did he really play that many?
Yeah.
Oh shit. But oh man, yes, it was a little bit disappointing. Circle Jerks were a little bit disappointing, but once again, they're old as fuck.
That's exactly what I expected from Circle Jerks because I'm just it's silly. It's silly that I'm listening to the Descendents and listen to Circle Jerks and pretend like these guys came out of the same area, the same era, and they're both like contemporaries. Like no, dude, like Descendents are exponentially better than you'll ever be.
They are.
Like, I don't care.
And once again, I'm not going to purge my Circle Jerks record. I still do like that.
Not yet.
That record is 15 minutes long, dude. It's when you're in that mood, you know, you get in those moods where you really want to listen to like a particular era. Like if I want to listen to really hardcore,
I'll just put on Black Flag.
But Black Flag is different. It's more like it's more nuanced than Circle Jerks. Like if
why
I
would,
just
why
want
would
like
I waste 15 minutes?
I don't know, man. I don't know,
dude. I'm just gonna grab a 6-pack and nothing to
do.
That already is better than anything Circle Jerks have ever done.
And fuck all that shit where people say that, Henry Rollins, he was the worst part of Black Flag.
Oh, yeah.
Keith Morris is the best. Dez is the best. Ron's the best. It's like, dude, Ron was cool. Dez was garbage. Keith was cool. But, it was 3. He did 4 songs on that EP. It was a 4-song EP. It's like, come on, guys. It's fine, but nothing beats the Rollins era.
Those are just gatekeepy punkers. That's it. And I'm just tired of gatekeepy punkers because that music sucks fucking butthole.
God, yeah. Punk is the worst. Like, some of their fans are the worst.
Because it's just garbage. You guys can barely even play your fucking instruments. You have nothing to say. I don't know.
And it's like, okay, fine. If you can't play your instruments, that's cool. That's charming when you're like 18, 19 years old. You're playing these like fucking rundown clubs in front of all your buddies and like locals. But dude, when you're 50 years on, 40 years on,
when you're hitting retirement age,
when you're 40 years on and you
age,
literally have not gotten better and you're still playing up on this gimmick, come on, guy.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
It's just, it's silly. Like it's a time and place kind of music. And that's why I love it too, because even though, I wasn't alive during that time, but it still kind of takes me back to that, thinking like, dude, imagine seeing like the Vandals, like original Vandals, like in a squat. Can you imagine that fucking shit? Fucking insane. Or Black Flag or any of these bands.
Black Flag would have been cool. Like they played here at this other place, the Nile, where we saw Bleeding Through.
Yeah.
Black
Flag.
Another
shit venue, by the way.
Yeah, another garbage venue. But that venue's cooler because it has a little bit more history than the Marquee does because they had the underground spot.
Yeah, dude, that shit was.
Remember we saw the underground spot.
You and I snuck down there. Yeah,
we like begged that guy. He's like, "Oh, you can't." Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm not fucking gonna not see the underground spot. Like, get the fuck. Come on,
dude. It's straight out of like.
And remember the guy's like, "Oh yeah, like Black Flag's played here and like JFA's played here and there's no windows. There's one fucking
literally a basement. It's literally
there's no fans. It looks like complete garbage. It holds maybe what like 300 people
there's
down
fucking
there.
Pillars like you know, not pillars, but you know what?
Like support beams.
Support beams, yeah, support beams everywhere. So it's like if you're standing in the wrong spot, you can't see shit.
Completely obstructed views. It's just like, that is fucking rad, and loved it. That's cool. That's cool to see a band down there.
Yeah,
but the band's still got to be good.
Especially if you're 45 years on. Come on, and this is for you know. What am I trying to say? Just simple. Chord progression.
Punk music, dude. There's nothing there.
All power chords, yeah.
And some of his his I wouldn't even say lyrics, but some of his singing choices, he just like screams, and then he would do like ha la 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 la, and it's like I don't know. I'm not a big Circle Jerks guy, so I don't know. Like, is that like what? Did he forget the lyrics? Is that just what they did? Is that just like an act of defiance to like the norm of music and melodies? Is that just what we're about? I don't know. It's just when I see grown ass adults doing it that are post retirement age, I feel kind of embarrassed. I do. Yeah. We're adults now, dude. We're grown ass adults now. So now I feel embarrassed for other adults when they're playing pretend like this. And then Phil brought up a good point, right? Like those dreads are probably like Keith's attached to his hat.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's I don't want to believe that because that will be like the final nail in the coffin of like truly like the old guard is gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
I mean the dreads are long. They're down to his knees. And they're not gray. They're not gray. They're still like brown and you know they look pretty they look younger, let's just say that. And I get it, you could dye the dreads. And then I was kind of like reading up on Keith Morris a little bit more today, and dude, he still had those dreads up to like 10 years ago, but when he wasn't even wearing a hat, and he still had a full head of hair, like as of like 10 years ago. So maybe it's not just like a fake. They might not be fake dreads. I don't know, but yeah, Keith Morris, man, he is a legend because he's a legend in the punk community. But it doesn't mean we have to like everything he does, and we can criticize the performance because, whatever, it wasn't the best performance, but it was fun. It was a weird nostalgic kind of trip, at least for me. That's how I felt about it. You can
100% respect someone for being the first person to do something, but also acknowledging that dude, that shit sucked.
Yeah, and also the show last night, was a bigger venue, 1,200 seat venue. I tried to go see Circle Jerks like a year ago at the Glass House in Pomona, and Pomona is like maybe 600, 700 people. That sold out, but that was just the Circle Jerks headlining. Oh, actually, no, it was the Bouncing Souls. No, they weren't opening for him. No, it was just the Circle Jerks. I was going to go see them, but they sold that out. But it's just like, there's no way the Circle Jerks by themselves could sell out a 1,200, 15-person venue, 1,500 person
Marquee, according to the internet, it's 1,500.
1,500.
Yeah, opened in 93.
Okay, got it. But yeah, there's no way Circle Jerks can sell out that venue. There's no fucking way. But last night's show was sold out. Probably because of the Descendents.
Of course it's because of the Descendents. Absolutely, dude.
Also, what I thought was really cool and kind of, I guess, punk of both of these bands, because like Jeff said, we missed the adolescence, but neither of them had a light show. Circle. I mean, they both play with like one light on, like just one,
like almost like house lights.
Yeah, it was almost house lights, but not the actual. It was just the stage that was lit, and then the Circle Jerks had the huge like banner behind them.
Yeah,
Descendants had nothing, literally nothing, and I loved it. I fucking loved that. It was just
all they had was like Bill had like Milo's the character on his drum head there, but that was it. Yeah.
That was so cool, man.
That's just classic, like Descendants, just
not giving a fuck, man.
Yeah,
fuck, man. I love it. I mean, we both love the Descendants, and last night's show really solidified that. I mean, these guys, Milo having the heart attack 9 months ago.
Yeah,
And they played over an hour.
That was their first show. I didn't know it was the first leg of the tour.
First show of the whole tour, was last night. And first of all, they all killed it. They all fucking nailed it. I mean, Milo, considering everything that he's been through, he nailed it vocally. He never seemed gassed. He never ever seemed gassed.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it's just all four of them just killed it, man. And I always forget how good what's the drummer's name?
Bill Stevenson
is.
He's so good.
Such an incredible drummer. So
Dude,
good.
So good.
His fills are so tight. And he's all over the place, man. He's all over the place.
He's one of the greatest punk drummers of all time.
Oh yeah, hands down. Yeah, he's up there. Yeah.
I mean, like Black Flag and Descendants. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's your report card. Come on.
You can't get better than that.
I know.
You cannot get unless you were like in the Misfits. Like, you can't get better than that.
And then he opens like a recording studio in like Colorado or some shit, the blasting room, and everybody and their mother wants to go record with him and have him produce their shit, or just go there and be be like in the presence of greatness.
Yeah.
And all they do on stage is just fucking smile.
They're all having a blast.
They're all smiling the whole time and joking around. And they're wearing ratty clothes, and like Bill's wearing that oversized t-shirt that went down to like his fucking knees, and it's ugly, and they don't give a fuck. And then they shred.
They all did.
They absolutely shred.
They all nailed their parts. Like there was no point where I thought, okay, these guys are falling apart. It was a perfect show.
It was instantaneously tighter.
I mean,
the best
Milo,
part of the Circle Jerks.
Milo doesn't sound the same as he did in 1985, or whenever, but he still sounded incredible. I mean, he must be 60 years old by now.
Yeah, he's got to be in the 60 range.
He's not as old as Keith Morris.
If Keith Morris is 68, Milo's got to be late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah. And I mean, he sounded incredible. He really, really did. Older but incredible. And then when they sang "Suburban Home,"
oh, dude,
when
they dropped in so heavy.
They did, man.
They played it so heavy.
The beginning and end part when I want to be
stereotyped.
Dude, it sounded just like it's so weird.
Classified.
I didn't expect it to sound like the record because normally it's like on a record when there's like voices like that, it's like a recording.
I never knew it was a fucking guitarist.
I didn't know that either, but it was him, and it sounded just like the record. And I'm like, holy fuck, like that was actually him. And
I always assumed it was just Milo that did it. I thought so too. I never realized the guitarist did that.
Oh, it was so cool, man. It was so cool. Actually, going back to Circle Jerks real quick, Joey Castillo playing the drums. Like we said, he was incredible, but by the last 10 minutes of the whole set, he was gassed. He was done, man. You remember he was kind of crouched over his snare?
Yeah.
And he was just tired.
He was like an ape. Like an ape is about ready to either fuck somebody up or go to bed.
He looked fucked up, just exhausted by that set. And I get it because those songs are fast and he was playing them not only fast, but very, very hard.
Yeah.
He was aggressive and he was a showman. I mean, mad respect for Joey Castillo.
Dude is arguably the greatest rock and roll drummer that is out there right now.
Oh, hands down. And it's funny
who's a better rock and roll drummer than he is? God, fuck, the guy rocks, man.
Yeah. And it's funny because you and I have both inadvertently seen him twice. Once with the Bronx, when you and I saw the Bronx.
Remember I noticed him there too? I was like, who's fucking drumming right now, dude? Yeah. Remember Phil said it last night too?
Yeah, he did.
He was even like, who's fucking drumming right now? That's the exact same fucking reaction I had. I was like, God damn, who the fuck is on the drums?
I didn't even know that he's the new drummer of Circle Jerks. And so when Keith was introducing the band, after the first song, he said, and Joey on drums, and I'm like, holy fuck, that's Joey Castillo. That's why he looks familiar. And then I looked it up, and yeah, sure as shit, he's the new drummer of the band. But yeah, the Bronx, who's Bouncing Souls, right?
Bouncing Souls, yeah.
Yeah, the Bronx opened up for the Bouncing Souls, and
yeah, that was
Joey was playing with them at the time.
That honestly, that performance blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, I cannot believe there are still good Tommy Lee era good rock drummers out there.
Yeah, he's fucking
that are good drummers and put on a great performance.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I want to see.
And he's I mean, he's not old, but he's probably early 50s as well, or maybe 50. Joey, I mean, he's a beast, man. That guy's a fucking beast.
Damn.
But I mean, his stuff with Queens of the Stone Age too, those lullabies. Wait, what was that? Lullabies to Paralyze You?
Lullabies.
Yeah, whatever that fucking record is. That's a solid performance too that he puts on that record. So, I don't know. Anyway, Descendants, yeah, they absolutely nailed it.
Tore it up. They're fantastic.
Also, you and I talked about it briefly too, but that little satchel that Milo wears.
Yeah.
So I never knew that this is something that he's been wearing for years now. I thought it had to do with his heart attack. But Jeff was saying that, he wears this like satchel with like a water bottle in it or something. It has like not rhinestones, but
like the studs, like the punker studs.
Yeah, like the punk studs on it. And he's like taking sips of shit out of it eventually at some point. But
yeah, I don't know what it is.
Why does he wear that? I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess we could have looked it up to see if there's any explanation, but either way, I mean, I think it's just like my quick Google search here of an 8-year-old Reddit thread said it's just a Camelback full of water because he gets thirsty. It's like, you can't put a water bottle like on the drum riser. On the drum riser, you can't do that.
Which is like, oh, that's the most like Descendants thing you could possibly do.
It's so nerdy, Dad.
Yeah,
it's so nerdy, Dad, to do it. It's fucking great.
Some people say they think it's full of coffee, which is kind of funny because he's drinking a lot of coffee. The whole like hyper caffeinated Spasium record they put out, and
it's a good record too. And
that's funny.
The Descendants are so good. I mean, we've done them on the podcast, and
who is the bass player that's there now?
I don't know. I don't remember who it is.
Let me take a little peek-see at that one. Carl Alvarez, that's his name.
He was in all, right?
He played on everything except for the first 2 records.
Wait, he's been around since almost the beginning too?
Yeah, since like mid-90s, like 96, 97.
Okay.
Tony only played on that first record. He only played on Milo.
I know he did.
But like Carl didn't use a pick, right?
Yeah.
Tony used a pick. So Carl's playing all of Tony's parts, even the fast, the do
all with his
which
fingers.
is his fucking fingers, and he's slayed, dude. He did so good.
Yeah, it's so fast. And he looked like the youngest guy in the band, but I think it was because like his hairstyle and the way he was dressed. Like he didn't look as like frumpy as the other 3 guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that whole performance, man, that was incredible. That was so cool, and I'm so glad that I got to see Descendants before they go away. Because I mean, with the heart attack last year with Milo, how many more times are they really going to be touring? This
whole like tour is probably it.
I mean, yeah, look who's on the bill,
Yeah,
seriously.
Like why
3 huge bands?
If you really think you're like this last tour is going to be your last, then you're going to want to get people that are going to draw like a crowd, right? So you get Circle Jerks, you get Adolescents, and yeah, they're not as big as you are, but
they're
going to draw a crowd.
Yeah, they're iconic in the scene for sure.
And like it brought us out. It brought our fucking old neighbors out of their holes.
You know what? Oh, I forgot.
And that's wild.
So remember how I told you the drummer from Death by Stereo is in Adolescence now?
Mm-hmm.
Mike Canberra, I think that's his name. When I went to the bathroom last night at the venue while Circle Jerks were playing, I walked out and he was right there hanging out or just talking with some people. I almost stopped and said something like, I don't care enough. I don't know.
What would you say?
I was like, hey, I'm a huge fan of Death by Stereo, huge fan of yours, huge fan of the stuff you do with Adolescence, but that's why I didn't really say anything. I'm like, I don't have much to say. I don't want to take a picture with him, but I don't know. But I just want to say that I did see him as I was coming out of the bathroom.
Okay,
last night at the show.
That's something, dude. Something, dude.
That is, dude. Well, that, dude. All right. So yeah, it was a good show last night. It was fun. Some good laughs. A lot of good laughs. A lot of good laughs. Some dumb things were said, but it was a good time last night. Really, really good time last night.
It was a good time last night. It was a good show. I do like that venue. I like the venue. They need to fucking figure out that beer situation.
Dude, that bar is,
because that's straight stupid. And they've been working on that bathroom now for over a year. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Too.
But at least the guy's bathroom has so many fucking urinals.
It's not that many. It's like 6 urinals. It's
not 6 urinals. There's 2 baby ones and at least 8 big ones.
No.
Yes, there was.
It's not that many.
No, because like when I went in, there was nobody in there. It was me, and there was at least 3 in between. And then there was Dave at the small one. And to my right, there was another guy 3 down. So that's at least
math, dude.
8.
Math, dude.
No, it's 10 urinals. There's 10 urinals. That's 8 big ones, 2 small ones.
But for a venue? Come on, that's not.
Yeah, but
I get it. I get it. Like
in and out.
I get it. Like Chain Reaction has like 2 urinals, but I mean, come on, guy.
For a guy's bathroom, 10 urinals. That's a lot. You're only waiting in line for tops a couple minutes.
Now that I think about it, I never waited in line. I was in and out.
Yeah, for a guy's bathroom, 10 urinals. That's money.
But I also strategically placed my peeing to where like I knew like I never went when a band was not playing.
Correct.
Because I wanted to make sure I didn't have to wait in line forever.
Yeah. And I went during the second to last song of Circle Jerks.
Yeah.
And then I also went as Descendants were like coming out.
Yeah. Because I missed the first little bit of banter with the Descendants, when they first came on. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. But they do need to make more bar areas at that venue.
And it's just you can't allow drunk people to form their own lines.
Yeah, that was a fucking disaster.
Like you're dumb, and then they're getting
and it
mad,
was right, and it was right in the entry. It was right. Yeah. It's right when you enter the venue. So everybody's walking into the venue while people are waiting in line.
You cannot allow drunk people to make like decisions like that. You just can't do it. It's stupid. It's dumb.
Oh my God.
It's dumb.
It's dumb, dude. All right. So we have anything else on the show last night? It was good.
That's all.
Good little review, I guess. So thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. All the social media is at Asinine Radio. And we're here together in the same room, and we're gonna get into the Postal Service and their album Give Up. So get into that. So that's it.
And we'll become
Good morning.